All right, three, two, one. All right, everybody, welcome to the show. Rolling on three. It's a podcast for all Ryker riders, Ryker owners, any three-wheel vehicles that you like to buy, that you want to talk about today. Today, I have Erika on the line, and she's on the show. She's going to talk about her Ryker. I'm going to start the show like I start everyone
Mhm.
with the same question. So, which Ryker did you buy?
The rally edition.
The Rally. Okay.
Yes. And actually I wasn't looking for a rally. It just kind of came to me.
So did you get it from a dealer or did you get it from private
No,
sale?
no, no, no. I did private seller and I got very fortunate. Actually, I ended up finding my Riker by a Harley person that just had the curiosity.
Mhm.
And they literally, it's brand new. I got it brand new. They rode it for just under 1,000 miles and was ready to flip it. So I was the lucky winner. So
Oh man, so you got a great deal, huh?
oh, I got a sweet deal because let me tell you, they totally tricked it out. Everything that I had in my head that I wanted to do, they already did it.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, I didn't have to do anything.
That's good. That's good. So
Yeah.
you got a great deal. I guess I'm the only one. Every time I call somebody and do these shows, they always talk about the great deal they got. And I was
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, I don't know, maybe because it's Florida and here, it's kind of year round. People are out riding and people are buying and selling often, especially private sellers. I found that there were a lot of private sellers out when I started looking. And initially I thought, maybe F3, I thought F3 that was going to be
nice.
it. And I, I don't know though, man. It's like went to several dealerships and checked out a lot of private sellers. And you sit on them, and each one, even though it could be the same model,
Yeah.
they feel different. Each one
Yeah.
is different. And I just could not find my fit, I guess,
Okay.
if I could say that right. So I knew um, early on, because of my height, I'm relatively a challenged vertically person.
Okay.
That it was gonna have to be something shorter. Yeah, and it wasn't happening for me. At least not yet, not early on anyway.
So the Reich is a good fit for someone
It
who's not as
actually,
tall.
yes, for sure, for
Okay.
sure. I mean, being able to get to, I mean, because of course you don't have to put your feet down,
Right.
obviously, because it's three wheels. But if you like to stretch at a stop, you can do that, and that's kind of nice.
So when did you buy it though? What month?
Okay. Um, Long story short, I bought it in June,
Okay.
right after the Memorial holiday, and the guy actually lived. I'm in the Orlando area. Guy lived in Tallahassee,
Hmm.
so we had to, trailer up to Tallahassee, pick it up, and everything, and got back. Uh, in June, the beginning of June, it sat in my garage all summer.
What?
Could not ride it because of the DMV here. They're on like strict COVID
Oh yeah,
protocol.
just like out here.
So you have to go by appointment. And by appointment is whenever they say your appointment is.
Yes, we're
And
doing the
mine
same
was
thing in New
way,
York.
yep, it was way out. So every time I had to wash clothes or go in the garage for something, it was just like, wah, wah, you can't do anything. And my husband's like, just ride around the block. I said, dude, I'm safety salamander. I don't do nothing without having my license, my
Not
papers, everything. No, I'm not taking this thing out the garage
a
because it would
quick.
be my luck. I would do that one little thing, a short fun, and ruin it. Yeah, no,
a,
no. So it stayed in the garage. So
oh
I've actually been
man.
out riding since the end of August.
Yeah, I envy you people out in Florida, man, because you
Yeah.
get that all year riding season. My riding season's almost over.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's about time to pack it up. It's getting cold and
Yeah, so
stuff.
I gotta put it up in the garage, and that's
I
it.
get you.
Yeah,
Well,
so
I'm originally from Ohio, so I understand.
oh,
It's
okay, okay.
yeah, yeah. It's
Mm,
yeah. It's getting that time.
I hear you. So Did you ever ride anything before the Ryker, or this was just
Well, actually, I am uber new to this. I never even rode on the back of a bike. Okay. I
wow?
was 12 when I learned how to ride a bicycle. I have no shame in saying that. So this for me is a whole new world.
Hmm.
Actually, my husband purchased an RTS is what we have initially, which we still have. So
Okay,
the idea with that was longer rides, taking, trips to beach, that sort of
right.
thing. But I knew eventually that I wanted to, have my own too. But I didn't think it would be as soon as it was, because I by nature am very introverted, gun shy, and this is so off of my. If anybody who's known me my whole life would be like, "Huh, what you're doing? What now?" Yes, I'm a child of a minister and a librarian, and introverted and quiet, and a reader. I never really went outside.
And now you're
Period.
on, and now you're
Yeah,
on a three-wheel Ryker.
and I'm on
Wow.
a three. There you go.
Wow, interesting, interesting.
Yeah,
That's a new one. Usually
it is.
everybody.
I mean, I think it was one of those things that honestly, I've since I was 12. Um, I've experienced a lot of loss in my
Mhm,
life,
mhm,
and even more so in the past under 10 years. It's just like back to back to back. And,
mm.
you kind of get to that space where you're living under responsibility a lot of the
Mm,
time. You know what
mm.
I mean?
I
Well, if you
understand.
are a responsible person, that's
No,
what you feel, especially if they are your people, and you're taking up the armor bearer, now you are the one left,
I get it. I get that.
so I guess feeling all of that, the last thing my dad told me was like, don't forget to have fun. Don't forget about fun. And my parents were very fun people. And this was something eons ago when I first got married. I thought,
Uh-huh.
oh, that would be cool to do. You're riding in the car and you see people pass you by, and I'm like,
Right,
that just looks like freedom.
right.
And literally, that now that I'm doing it, it really is. I mean, I I know for some
Right.
people it may sound crazy, but for me, inside of my helmet, in the midst of traffic, loud and everything around me, I really do have a sense of solitude, peace. Just kind
Well,
of,
no, there's something to that because people
yeah,
say that being on the open road, what they call it gives you clarity and
it
it
does.
it does make you free up some personal time to reflect.
Yeah,
So yeah, there's a lot to that. There is a
yeah.
lot to what you're saying. Yes.
It's turning into my thing. I've found. You know how everybody has a thing. My husband, he plays drums, but
Okay.
by technical trade, he's an engineer. So
Okay.
that's his space. He literally dumps everything into his music.
Right.
And I have a beauty business and I love what I do, but
Hmm.
I feel like that part of my brain is clicking all the time, and I don't take the time to shut it off,
Uh-huh.
and just have that space, just me, the road, God, what have you. And sometimes I'm not being crazy, but it literally has become sometimes my sacred space, my prayer time, my whatever it is that I need, in that moment. I've just really been enjoying it. And
Oh, that's
I
great.
almost talked myself out of doing it, to be honest.
Really?
I
Wow.
did. I
Wow.
did, because I was like,
Didn't pull the trigger. Pulling the trigger is the hardest
yeah,
part.
yeah, jumping off the cliff.
Yeah.
Actually, a friend of mine, I'm one of those people. I can, kind of, I'm weird. I'll just say I'm a little
You
weird.
want
I'm
to
a little,
take the
yeah, I'm a
safe
little
route.
unique.
Listen,
I get the vibes from people. And I have a friend that works at the post office here locally. And I said, hey, just random one day, I had no clue one way or another. I just said, do you ride a motorcycle? And she looked at me like I lost my mind. And she said, why, did you see me? I said, like, no, like literally just something about her made me want to ask that question. And she was the person that inspired me, into the three wheel. Cause I was like, look, I have never been on a bike. I don't know that I could do the, keep it from falling, maintain my balance, all the stuff that you got to do and think about at the same time. She said, yeah, you probably are going to be a Can Am person.
No, I
I
I
had
feel
never
you.
heard of them.
No, I
Yeah.
feel
So
you because
yeah.
I was on.
Mm-hmm.
I came off of two wheels, so I was on.
Okay.
I was on two wheels years ago, and then I got into an accident, and then
Oh, wow.
I put it away for a long time, and I always had the little bike bug in me, and I was like, and
Hmm.
then when the spiders first came out, I was like, wow, but the price point was very heavy. So I was like, for all that money, I'm gonna buy me another sport bike and drive like a
Right.
maniac again. And then I decided not to do that, and I went with caution. And then the Riker came out, and I ran and said, "Oh, I'm buying one." They was like, "Nope, not in New York. You gotta get on the waiting list." I was like, "The waiting list?" They say, "Yeah, we'll call you, and you better be here in an hour to get it, or you're
Oh,
gonna lose
wow.
it." So yeah, they were going like hotcakes, but I got it.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah,
So
it's on
they
them.
they were just like very few dealerships that
Yeah,
were
very
still
few
okay.
dealerships out here were carrying it,
Okay.
but it's their best seller. If you speak
Yeah.
to a lot of the
Yeah, I could see
dealers,
that.
it's
Yeah, I
their
could see
best
that.
seller. Yeah, so how many miles you got now on it?
Okay, so and I hate it. I missed it yesterday. I just turned 500 over.
Okay.
Like I said, since we trailered the bike down, it was sitting right at 1,000 miles. So I put it on 501 by yesterday. So I started
Nice,
on
nice.
the August 29th, and so today 500. Yeah.
So have you rode out with any groups yet?
No, I haven't
No,
done the
no
group.
group
Well,
rides.
see, when you're an only kid, you don't think about groups, man. You're just kind of doing your own thing,
You got to look on
partying
those
too.
posts. You got to look at the posts. Everybody wants to meet up with the Can Am crews, and they go out, and everybody.
I didn't even realize there was a group until I watched your first video that there was any.
Oh,
I had
thank you,
no clue.
and thank you.
Yeah, no, I wasn't even hip. Yeah, I was just doing my thing, going to the
That's cool.
store or wherever.
There were so few far in between out in New York, you didn't see them. So when people were getting them, everybody's like, "What is that? What is that?" And now it's
Your
becoming.
videos are awesome. I mean,
Thank you.
just like how many people are turned
Oh,
out.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're very fun to watch for sure.
Thank you. I
I just need to,
appreciate it.
yeah,
I
binge out.
appreciate it. Well, good. I need those views, and people need to
Yeah,
subscribe because
absolutely.
I'm putting up 60, 50, 60, 70 videos, and I'm not getting no subscribers, but everybody's watching. But that's okay. But please, YouTubers, subscribe to
Yes,
my channel. You know.
yes.
So now, are you planning on doing any more modifications? What you gonna do?
The only thing I really want to do, because they did the pipes, it was all love. I mean, literally, if I just sat there and said, God, this is what I want for my bike, that's what it was, like real talk.
Good.
If I did anything, it's probably just add those grilled teeth on the front. I love those. And my helmet is a dragon helmet, and you can see the teeth. So I'm like, yeah,
Oh,
that'll go. That'll
that's
work.
cool. That's
So
a
yeah, just
cool.
that to tie it in.
That's one of the cool modifications. Like,
Yeah, I love those. It's so fun. It's just fun,
yeah, it's
And
fun.
I think that
Mhm.
more than anything, that the idea of this bike, that you can make it what you want
Yeah, very
you don't have to
customizable.
stick. Yeah, if I did anything else down the road, it'd probably be probably plastic dip it, or have it painted another color or whatever. But I really love the blue haze. It's a real nice color. Not
Yeah.
everybody went with that color. It's like
No,
you either got the black or the red. You see
right.
that a lot.
Yeah, you
And
do.
then some people get the acid yellow. I thought initially that's what I would do, was the acid, because that's kind of like my thing. Even though I'm a very quiet person, I love very loud, very loud clothes and colors and things like that. But then once I saw the deal, I was like, oh, I don't care what color it is. We can change that in the future. So
Yeah, I tried
yeah,
to make mine a little more unique. That's why I
yeah,
wrapped.
yours is.
Yeah, I wrapped it up nice. And actually, it's crazy because I wrapped it, and when I started riding around, everybody was like, "Yo, what wrap is that?" So I was like, "Oh, it's Shadow Black." So it became a
Hmm.
thing where it passed around. Everybody's like, "Oh, Shadow Black showing up with his Ryker, Shadow Black." So I had to make it my
So
Instagram.
look, is that your new code name, Shadow Black?
On Instagram, I'm
There you
Shadow
go.
Black Ryker. So that it just gave itself a name. Did you name yours yet? Because I know people started naming them.
You know what? I call it the good blessing. That's literally what I call it. Because
You
I
gotta
ain't
put
even
that on
gonna
the
lie.
side. You gotta put that on the side, man.
I need to put that. You're right. I need to put that on there.
That's cool.
Actually, that's what it is on my helmet. It says it
Oh,
on my
okay.
helmet in
Okay.
Chinese. Yeah.
All
So I
right.
think I'll probably duplicate it somewhere on the bike. Yeah.
That's a new one. That's a new one. The good blessing. I like that. I like that. So in your area of riding, are you more in the
Yeah, for
city?
now,
Are you in the city area or you're
yeah,
in like
I'm
a
in the
open?
city.
Oh, all right. So do you get a
Yeah,
chance
I'm in
to
the
take
city. I
long
haven't
trips?
no well, I would really like to do some of these more remote country roads.
Okay.
Haven't gotten around to that yet. A lot of what I've been doing has been just city commuting.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I would also like to do trip to the beach at least
Okay.
once. You
Okay.
know, I just don't know how I would fatigue on that, because the closest beach to me is about it's over an hour plus away. And so far, just me on the Riker riding, I've been in one direction, probably about 40 minutes or so. You know, so I'm guessing I could probably handle it, you know, going out
Listen,
that far. But you know, you go to the beach and then you get in the sun and then it
yeah,
drains
you
you
don't want to
out.
ride back. That's the
Yes.
problem. Yeah, I have the
Yes.
same issue. Like I commute with mine all the time, and
Oh wow. Okay.
I take it to work, and then
Uh-huh.
some days I'll get off work, and it's like on my 10th hour, and I'm like, oh, I gotta ride a bike back
Yep.
home, and it's
Did
like,
not drive today.
and trust me, New York City is not bad. I work a late shift, so coming
Okay.
home, I can do it in about 20 minutes. But going
Oh,
to
okay.
work,
Okay.
because I have to sit in traffic, because New
Oh,
York City is
yeah,
known for
I've
its traffic.
experienced New York traffic.
Okay, so it takes me 45 minutes to sit on there and just sit there and
Yeah,
bake. Then I'm
hurry
not
up and
getting
wait.
any fun. Yeah, so
Yeah, well, like here, we have a lot of construction on the main interstate highway, I-4, you know, and 95 has a little bit of construction right now, but I-4 mainly that gets you to, uh, you know, east and west of the city
mhm.
is it's tore up. I mean, it's
Oh,
just tore up.
mm,
Some sections are almost finished. Others are, I just try to stay off of it for
right.
now until the whole project is complete because I'm not trying to catch a nail in my tire.
No, you don't want to do that because
No.
I haven't changed the Riker tire yet. That's probably going to be my next video. I'm thinking
Okay.
I might do it when the winter season's up and I can't ride. I might start doing
Start doing that.
some.
Are you familiar? I cannot think of this brother's name. He's in Atlanta. I know his first name is Byron, and he and his wife have a channel. And
Oh yeah, you know what? I watched them.
did you watch him strip that down
No,
into
I didn't. Oh
nothing?
yeah, yeah. I seen that when he was getting ready for paint. Yeah, he got.
Yeah, ready for my
I hit
feelings were
him up.
hurt.
Actually, I want him and his wife to be on the next show. I think I
Yeah,
hit
they'd
him
be
up.
fantastic for
Yeah, they're
sure.
cool people. I like their channel. It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah, a lot
Yeah,
of
yeah,
fun.
yeah, yeah. They're good. They're good. Well, you know what? In Florida, I mean, I know you just got it, but do they have a big riding community? I mean, have you ever like seen any
We
posts?
always see people out. I mean, we
Oh,
always see
okay.
people out. I know that there are motorcycle groups here. My girlfriend that rides that encouraged me to, you know, do the whole three-wheel thing.
Mm,
She's in a group, um, and they do a lot of charity and stuff for the kids in school and you know education and things like that. And they're based out of Sanford, Florida, which is about 15-20 miles from Orlando. um, I I don't really see groups riding that much,
right.
and it could be probably when I choose to ride, I'm not seeing some of these people, you know, because a, a lot of what I notice is there are a lot of old heads out there, and when I say old heads, I'm talking like at least 65.
Well, yeah. I
65.
mean,
Yeah, and they're
yeah.
riding like maybe two or three together or singular by themselves. There's a lot of that because I mean we're not far from retirement community
Okay.
um, areas. You
Well,
know,
Florida is big on
it is.
retirement,
It's
and you got the
capital, right?
nice, yeah, and you got the nice weather for riding. So I could see you going down there and taking the time out to take some long
Yes,
rides. I mean,
yes,
I've rode in groups, as you've seen, and they're pretty exciting because you
yeah.
get all you get all the people looking at you, and everybody's talking about their bikes, and you
Yeah.
get to see the different mods that people do. And
Now that's the thing that would interest me. I could care less about somebody looking at me. I actually prefer no one looking at me. But since that's not possible, the thing for me, I think, would be seeing what other people do. That's just completely, I don't know, that's kind of my jam, because you can do something that someone else does, but do it differently. You know what I mean? You're
uh-huh.
just kind of tapping into somebody else's head for a few seconds and seeing what they think about the same thing. It's cool, you know?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. So
Mhm.
when you do ride, do people
Yeah.
like pull up in the car and be like, "What is that? How fast does it go? Does it
Yeah.
fly?"
Yeah. And you're in your helmet and you're like,
Yeah, yeah, they're
huh?
talking to
And you
you.
can't hear.
What?
Yeah, I've gotten it a couple of times. Yeah, I do that. Yeah, I do a lot of that.
Not so much here.
Yeah.
In the beginning, you got a lot of it. Like you'll get a lot of people like, "What is that? And what is this? How fast does it go?" And I have a loud pipe on mine, so
Yes,
I'm
same.
I'm pretty much going deaf as I ride because all I hear is so
Yeah.
then people will pull over and be like,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, this don't work, it just don't. I'm not taking off my helmet and I'm not shutting off the mic.
Right. Yeah.
We in
I
the
think the
middle of
question I've gotten the most is it fun? Is
Oh,
it
okay.
fun?
All
Yes.
right.
And I always answer yes. And please consider it. If you're looking to do something, try it. Go check them out. Go to a dealership, see it when they have those open test days or whatever, and, get on the schedule. So,
It reminds me, and I'm probably showing my age,
that's all
but
right.
but
No shame.
but when I was little and I got my first big wheel and I would ride that thing and you had the
Dude,
and the two in the back and
well,
you
you're
would be
showing
able
both
to
our ages then.
and you would be able
Because
to
look, I
spin
wanted
out.
a big wheel so bad. I wanted a big wheel so bad, and I did not get one, and my cousin got one.
Right.
And I went to their house because they lived 3 states away, and I was so jealous. I was like, how do you get a big wheel? you know, you're like 7, 8, 9 at the time or whatever, but they had this super steep driveway. And
Mm,
you could slam down and then pull that lever and then spin out.
spin out.
Man,
Yeah, man.
yeah,
That
that was a
was
lot of fun.
cool. So I said
Yeah, it does remind me of that for sure.
the minute I sat on it, I was like, "Oh man!" I was like, "This reminds me." And I said, even the seat is hard and a little bit uncomfortable, like the big wheel. But I, I'm not going to rag on them
Yeah.
on the seat because they did come out with a comfort seat, so I'll have to
Okay.
upgrade
Did you
because
do the comfort seat?
no, actually, I'm probably going to go with a custom seat. I'm going
Oh,
to
cool.
take it off and send it out to a
And have it done.
reupholsterer and
Okay.
have it done and maybe put my logo on it, maybe do it in
Uh-huh.
leather. I don't know yet. I got to see the cost and, but that's probably what I'm going to do because if I'm going to spend all the money on a comfort seat, then I'm going to
You
get
want
it.
to be comfortable.
And I want it custom. So I don't,
Custom. Yeah, there
yeah,
you go.
I'm going to make it as, I'm going to try to make my Riker as unique as I possibly can.
I got you.
So,
Nothing wrong.
I don't want to go too crazy and make it look like an alien spaceship has landed, but I do want to make it a little bit unique to where everybody goes, "Oh, that's this guy's bike, blah, blah, blah. There's Keith's bike." And, just keep it unique because I think the
Keep it
sky's the
different.
limit on those things.
It is. It really is. I got, like I said, I got very lucky. I got
No, you
blessed.
did. You did.
Yeah, well, don't have the comfort seat. It came with the double air hawks on it.
Oh,
So front and rear.
wow.
But one of my main reasons for riding is taking my dog with me. because because when my husband and I would get ready, helmet up and everything, and go, she had this face and,
Yeah, it's
and
my
give me,
turn.
yeah,
It's
side
my
eye,
turn.
twisty, yeah. So I was like, okay, when I get a bike, I'm gonna have to have a place for her. So the only thing I actually purchased for that bike was the dog carrier that I have
Okay.
rigged on the back. So and she's she really enjoys it. I thought it was going to be something that she would kind of freak out because she's an inside dog. She's not a pampered dog. She's not a prissy dog, but she's a smaller dog. And but she took right to it. I mean, just looking around, I thought maybe she would stay in the
Right.
carrier and not come out of the carrier and look around. But yeah, she herself has become a bit of a focal
So
piece.
now I can say that the Rikers are also dog friendly. So
They are dog friendly,
I'm gonna put that in
and
my
I almost
notes.
thought it wasn't going to be because that back seat on the Max mount, is it's smaller, but I
Mhm.
figured it out. I just had to
Oh,
find
okay.
the right carrier size,
Okay.
to fit
Mhm.
her and fit the bike,
Right.
and get it on there and secure it good.
That's cool. My best mod probably I done was the windshield because
Okay.
that saved me in a lot of the commuting, especially when you get up to, a certain speed and you're like,
Yeah.
ooh, and the
Yeah.
windshield was,
Bobblehead
yeah. So
and
the
all of that.
windshield was the best mod for me, I have to say. But
What did you end up going with?
15 inches. It gives
Okay.
me just enough to duck down,
Yeah.
and then I can still sit up if I don't want to really worry. But if I'm picking up a little speed, I could duck down and it'll help me tremendously with the bobblehead. I mean, it's not
Okay.
like I have been doing a lot of fast riding because, like I said,
Right.
New York City is very rare. You can get up to some serious miles, and want to put up
It's like stop and go
most
traffic
of
a
it.
lot.
And,
Yeah.
between the traffic lights, between the potholes, and then you,
Yeah.
you only want to take it up to about 70. I think the best I've done it was about 88, but
Okay.
I haven't done anything crazy like that.
Uh, no,
What's crazy is
I'm
I
not,
was
like I
more
said, I'm a
reckless.
safety salamander myself,
Nothing
so
wrong with that. I
I'm
was more
chill.
reckless on two wheels for some strange
Right.
reason than I am on three, but things change, but whatever. It is what it is. So you have any plans to join any riding clubs, or are you just gonna stay a nomad and just keep riding around?
Well, I've always been a nomad, so you know, it just creature of habit, shall we say? It's just I don't know. It's just my Zen space. I don't really like, I talk. Obviously, if I do the helmet communication thing, you
Okay.
do Cardo, pack talk or whatever. It's like, but we're the pack, it's just us two. But it's cool, I
Right.
can we can talk about stuff, but if it's just me, I'm just in my zone, music or quiet
Music.
or whatever. Well, relative quiet.
No, that's
Yeah,
good.
no, I haven't really given the group thing a thought because I've never been a group person by
Right.
nature. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll start to see it now when you start posting more pictures. People will start hitting you up, and you'll start to
Uh
see. You'll see. No, but you'll see. You get a little
yeah,
community, and people will be like, "Oh, what did you do? Did you like that? Did you like that modification? Tell me about it."
yeah,
You're gonna get a lot of people go back and forth. That's just actually
yeah.
how I started with my YouTube. Was
Okay.
I had got COVID.
Oh
I
wow,
couldn't
okay.
ride, and I'm sitting there laying in my bed sick, and I'm like, man, I can't ride. So even when I got better, you couldn't go out.
No.
So I said, you know what? Let me go outside and just tinker with my bike and film it. Why not? And from
Yeah.
there, it just
That's
became a
how it
hobby.
started.
Yeah, it became a
That's
hobby. And
cool.
then it just turned into that. And then somebody said, hey, why don't you do a podcast? So I was like, there's probably a million podcasts. And then I went out and I was like, oh, there isn't one. So I'm going to start right now. So if
You're the best.
anybody
I
try
think
to
it's
steal it,
cool.
they try to steal my podcast, I'm coming after them just to let them know.
Yeah, you gotta let them know up front.
Of course. But you know what, Erica, it's been great. This was a great interview. I had a good time.
Good.
Promote your stuff. Tell me what you're about, what you got
Oh,
going on. Put it
well,
out
I,
there.
I am about helping people. I mean, that is literally just me. I got into the beauty industry over 100 years ago, it
Mhm.
feels like. And so at this stage, I actually create skincare for face and body. I do artistry, hair, all that stuff, but mainly for corporate, commercial, and TV. I have a few private clientele, but mainly a lot of my business now since the last 7, 8 years of my life has been upside down, has been my online web business with the skincare. So anybody that's looking for help, something different, something actually thought about, handmade, artisan made and well investigated, shall we say, because I'm a bit of a chemistry nerd. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm very serious about my work and helping folks see different changes in their skin, their body, all that kind of stuff. They can find me at FaceFab.com. Info at FaceFab if they want to email, and anywhere on any social platform is FaceFab or FaceFab LLC.
All
And
right.
that's yeah,
All right.
that would be me.
I'll have all those links posted below at the end of the show. You can see.
Thank you, I
Um,
appreciate it.
Go out there and support Erica's business, what she's doing. She's doing good things. As you can see, she's a great person, good people. We had a great conversation. All
Thank
my
you.
YouTube fans, please
Yes,
subscribe. I need the
yes.
subscribers up on my podcast. I'm on 6 platforms right now. Second episode is dropping on Monday. I drop an episode every 2 weeks, rolling on 3 on Spotify. It's on everything but iTunes. Working on iTunes. They got their own little thing. It's kind of
They
weird.
do.
Follow me on YouTube. I love Rodful. Trust me, if you type it in like that, you're going to see all my videos, right? Instagram, Shadow Black, Ryker. If you want to be on the podcast, anybody want to talk about their Ryker, they want to talk about their Can Am Spider, their Slingshot, their Vanderhall, anything that they made on 3 wheels, even if they took 1 wheel off their car, I'll interview you and we'll talk about why your car only has 3 wheels. I mean, I'll do it all. Email me at rollingon3wheels@gmail.com. All my information will be below. I also have a support link because I'm trying to make this podcast into something big in the big riding and 3-wheel community. So please support that. Like I said before, support Erika. All the links will be below. Erika, great show. It's too bad it was short, but I'll probably have to have you back again because it seems
Awesome.
like you're a
I'd
great
love to
person.
come
We got
back.
a lot of stuff to talk, and maybe you can
Yeah,
throw your husband in there so you can tell me all the stuff that really happened.
definitely.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.